Coffee ranks as the second most consumed beverage worldwide, following water. It stands among the top 10 traded commodities globally, alongside crude oil, gold, and copper. Remarkably, in certain cultures, a woman could divorce her husband solely for lacking an adequate appreciation for coffee. Such is the fervor surrounding this beloved beverage. It's essential to understand the three waves of coffee that have shaped our coffee drinking habits today. The first wave, dating back to the 1800s, marked the commoditization of coffee, where brand distinctions were minimal and caffeine's stimulative effects drove consumption. It was during this era that instant coffee made its debut. Fast forward 170 years to the second wave, characterized by coffee giants like Starbucks, which revolutionized coffee culture by enhancing the cafe experience and introducing innovations like frappuccinos. Coffee began its journey to mainstream popularity. Enter the third wave, where consumers became discerning connoisseurs, prioritizing factors like bean origin, freshness, and flavor profiles. This gave rise to the specialty coffee movement, denoted by beans scoring 80 points or higher on the SCA scale. Despite the global trend, India remained entrenched in the second wave cafe culture as late as 2011. Despite facing initial hurdles, CCD managed to establish itself by providing top-notch, freshly brewed coffee in a cozy, sociable setting, thus building awareness and fostering customer loyalty. Nevertheless, India's coffee culture encountered difficulties in gaining momentum, and in 2012, Starbucks made its debut, signifying a pivotal moment. With CCD grappling with financial challenges, Starbucks seized the opportunity, ushering in a new chapter for the Indian coffee sector. Welcome back to Millennial Money Minds, where we dive into captivating business stories that inspire and educate. In today's episode, we're delving into the remarkable journey of Blue Tokai, a pioneering brand that's reshaping the landscape of specialty coffee. From humble beginnings to international acclaim, Blue Tokai's story is one of passion, innovation, and relentless pursuit of excellence. But before we jump into the details, make sure to hit that subscribe button below and give this video a thumbs up if you're ready to uncover the secrets behind Blue Tokai's success. Don't miss out on our future episodes packed with more intriguing business tales and valuable insights. Now, let's dive into the fascinating world of Blue Tokai and discover how this dynamic duo turned their love for coffee into a thriving global venture. Matt Chittaranjan, whose parents hailed from Chennai, spent his formative years in the US obtaining degrees in finance and economics. His professional journey led him to the Institute for Financial Management and Research in Chennai, where he crossed paths with his future wife, Namrata Astana, who was also employed there. With a background in psychology, Namrata had previously held roles in communication departments at PepsiCo and the American India Foundation. Upon relocating to Delhi for work, the couple found themselves longing for the freshly brewed filter coffee they had grown accustomed to in Chennai. Disappointed by the array of instant coffees dominating supermarket shelves, they initially contemplated starting a microbrewery, but soon abandoned the idea due to licensing and logistics challenges. Eventually, they settled on the concept of coffee. Their journey started with a simple investment in a roaster, where they meticulously roasted beans sourced directly from farms, giving birth to the brand Blue Tokai in 2013. Initially, sales streamed in online, and their days were consumed by the art of roasting, hand labeling, and delivering perfectly packaged coffee. Even today, they adhere to roasting in small, made-to-order batches, understanding that flavor nuances diminish with time from the roast date, ensuring freshness in every cup. Their first significant investment arrived in 2016 through seed funding from Snow Leopard Ventures and Bold Ventures. Through 8 subsequent rounds, they've amassed a total of $15.6 million in funding, with the latest infusion from Marian Capital and Negan Capital Services on March 8, 2022. By 2020, their turnover had reached 42 crores, boasting an impressive CAGR of 85% over the previous 6 years. With the coffee industry forecasted to surpass $3 billion by 2025, Blue Tokai remains committed to innovation and growth. Based on Tokai Carbon's most recent financial disclosures, the company's current revenue for the trailing 12 months stands at $2.56 billion. This reflects growth compared to its revenue of $2.54 billion in 2022, which itself showed an increase from the $2.30 billion revenue recorded in 2021. Recognizing the significance of offline coffee experiences, Blue Tokai aims to capitalize on the projected 20% market share for out-of-home coffee consumption by 2025. This underscores the rising importance of the experiential aspect of coffee. Concurrently, as Starbucks aggressively expanded its presence in India, Blue Tokai observed how the cafe culture at Starbucks influenced the lifestyles of urban dwellers. Presently, spanning 51 cafes across 10 cities, Blue Tokai showcases its innovative spirit through its diverse menu offerings, including coffee tonics and kombuchas. Prioritizing consumer education, select cafes host sessions on brewing, roasting, and cupping to enrich patrons' coffee knowledge. Pushing boundaries in coffee formats, Blue Tokai introduced flavored coffee cans, coffee pods, capsules, and cold brew bags for enhanced convenience. Despite lacking a background in F&BU, Matt and Namrata's passion for delivering high-quality coffee propelled them from home roasting to establishing a presence in Japanese cafes. Their commitment to both product depth and breadth has positioned Blue Tokai as a trailblazer in specialty coffee innovation. Understanding the importance of farms is key. Coffee beans come from cherries grown on farms, and their quality is influenced by factors like altitude, climate, and cultivation methods. This is why large coffee chains often deal in commodity coffee, which can be produced more cheaply and on a larger scale. Fortunately, India boasts high-quality coffee production, ranking 8th globally. However, the challenge was that most farmers were exporting their produce. Blue Tokai bridged this gap by connecting with farmers in Karnataka, Kerala, and Tamil Nadu, the primary coffee-producing states. They offered better rates than exporters, provided recognition by featuring the estate's name on each pack of beans, and offered guidance on growing high-quality coffees sustainably. This approach, focused on building long-term partnerships rather than transactions, eventually led to Blue Tokai sourcing the high-quality beans they are known for today. Blue Tokai is deeply committed to fostering relationships, not only with customers, but also with suppliers. After speaking with numerous Blue Tokai customers, the key factor behind their devoted following became evident: transparency. Blue Tokai isn't solely focused on extracting value from the supply chain. They aim to give back. They strive to empower farmers and establish long-term partnerships. This cafe strategy has become a significant revenue driver, with 66% of revenue coming from this source. With plans to add 80 stores annually in top cities, their cafe expansion is ambitious. Moreover, the cafe strategy has bolstered their reputation with larger B2B corporate clients. These clients seek to offer quality coffee to employees or clients, and Blue Tokai's cafe presence adds credibility. Despite appearing insignificant from the outside, the B2B segment contributes to 50% of their total coffee revenue. These three factors have propelled Blue Tokai from a small roastery in a Delhi home to a valuation of $160 million today. That wraps up today's discussion. You can grab your pass from the link in the description. See ya!